Desi Lydic, you're my hero. Can we just start with that?
Oh God. Oh, I can only disappoint from there.
I feel like you must get this a lot. But someone like me, I actually had a dream about reporting for politics years ago, back in like 2015. I thought that was going to be my thing, and I ended up as an entertainment reporter. But bless you for doing both. I mean,
Good call, by the way. Excellent choice. So funny that 2015 and 2015 was the year that I dove directly into politics, not knowing exactly what I was getting into. But yeah, you can't turn away from the Daily Show. It's too tempting.
oh my gosh, and you have seen some changes. I mean, you signed on in 2015. Um, Walk me through a little bit of really first the evolution with the host because you started
Yeah.
with Trevor Noah and now you're
Yeah.
back with Jon Stewart. Um, what has it been like on both ends?
Oh man. So, I mean, I've been at the show for almost 10 years now, like you said, 2015. And I watched The Daily Show religiously all through my 20s and deeply admired John and loved the show. Loved John and Sam B and Carell and Cordry and that was comedy to me to be able to shine a spotlight on issues that matter but make it so over the top silly and funny and to have something where there's that tone of like really intellectual smart takes but then a fart joke directly after like that speaks to me. So I watched all the time. I admired John. I wanted to be on the Daily Show for years. I auditioned many times over the course of 5 or 6 years probably. And when I started at the show, Trevor was just starting. So I didn't get the chance to work with John at that time, but it was such an exciting time to be there because Trevor got to come in and go like, okay, this is my version of the show. So there was a lot of creative exploration at that time. And of course, then Trump came onto the scene. And it was so funny because my audition for the show at that time was very much, we get to write our own piece when we audition. And I wrote a piece in the voice of like a female, it was sort of like a female Colbert. It was like a Gretchen Carlson, Megyn Kelly type. I thought, oh, maybe that'll be my wheelhouse. I'll go hard into the Fox News voice. And then when Trump became the president, everything changed. And they were kind of like, yeah, that's fun, but let's not put you in that corner because that's going to be limiting. That's going to get old. And it did, like it kind of did over a period of time. So now I get to do Foxsplains. So I get to kind of go into that in a very contained period of time. I can go hard into the Fox persona, and then for my own mental health, just dip right back out of it. And having John back, getting to know him is like. I mean, I admired him for so long. I've been working with people who worked with him and adored him. And so I knew the kind of person that he was, but getting to work with him every week and just observe and learn from him the way he comes into the morning meeting, the way he shapes the show, the way he has a vision for how he wants it to be, but then a flexibility and the collaboration and the process. It is such a masterclass in how it's done. So it's a real blessing to be able to see that 10 years into a job.
Well, and as a female, I mean, I love your role in this.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
I do want to get into Foxsplains because you've had, I mean, nominations for it. Just watching hearing your voice and watching you go from correspondent to host and to be really in the middle of this landscape of this changing time between Trump and Biden and back to Trump, it's like you are a beacon of sanity for so many of us.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I thank you for saying that very much. I'm so grateful to hear that because it is, it's tough going in there, man, tackling these stories every day and going, like, God, this feels really scary or upsetting. How are we going to find the humor in all of this? But at this point, I don't really know any other way to process it. And I feel really fortunate that I get to go to work and sit in a room with the funniest people I know and to try to find the humor in all of it. It's catharsis for me, it's therapy for me. So I'm really grateful to hear that it can be that for other people too.
What do you think it is about humor that allows these really serious topics to resonate with us?
It's hard to escape the headlines these days between 24-hour cable news and our social media feeds. People are getting hit with the news left and right. It's really hard to avoid it. And it can be too much. I mean, sometimes you don't necessarily want to be uninformed and just bury your head in the sand, but it can be overwhelming and you need a break from it. And I think I would never advocate for us replacing the news. That's not what we do. I mean, we're still on Comedy Central, as far as I know. We love a good dick joke. So we are not Walter Cronkite here, but I do think we try to make it entertaining and fun for our viewer, and also there's joy in getting to unpack the news with the audience, to get to experience that with them. So we're kind of doing it together and processing it together. I know I come from a Republican family. I grew up in Kentucky. Parents are lifelong Republicans. Most of my family members are lifelong Republicans. And so we don't always agree on everything. And we have many conversations about the issues, but my family loves to laugh. And I've always known that the way into to any conversation where we have opposing views is to go for the joke, to try to make light of the situation. And sometimes it can, you may not agree at the end of the day, but it can kind of be disarming. It can make you put down the armor for a second and open up a conversation.
I feel like too the way that it's presented kind of gives you these aha moments. Have you ever had anyone come to you and be like, watching your segment or hearing what you said completely changed my mind about an issue that I thought I was married to?
No. As much as I would love to pat myself on the back for that, I don't know. I don't know if there's changing any changing anyone's mind. No, I mean, no, I come up to me and say, "Hey, thank you so much for talking about this issue. I didn't know X, Y, and Z, and that was really helpful." Or I did know about X, Y, and Z, and it was just really nice and cathartic to hear someone else talking about it. And look, my mom and dad watch the show every single night, even if they don't agree with what I'm saying, and they will always find something to laugh at or to enjoy. And so even if they're not like, okay, I love Kamala now, I know that there's like a little bit of an opening. There's a little bit of like, okay, let me just think about it from this perspective. I can see it shifting just a hair. Maybe that's all we can ask for.
That's good. Um, so I want to talk more about Foxsplains and we'll start with there, just really what you love about that segment.
Oh man, we have our team, it's lean and mean, but they go hard. And the amount of time that our producers put into watching Fox News is on bordering with inhumane. I certainly watch enough to get a feel for what they're talking about and to get the energy, but these guys will really, thank you for your service to our team. It's I think it's really fun to be able to tackle certain topics, the way that Fox will go all in on a particular issue and the mental gymnastics that they tackle in trying to explain the logic, and there's absolutely no logic to it. It's just we'll see a theme happening or their coverage of a particular issue and then start collecting buckets of clips and go, okay, well, they're talking about it like this and now it's this. And it's so much fun to try to out satirize their own satire. And it gets more challenging as time goes on. Um, and again, like I loved Colbert's take on The Daily Show and the Colbert Report. And while I think that type of character would be, maybe it may not play the same right now in this era, to be able to just sort of channel that energy for a very tight period of time. It's totally contained. It's, 5 minutes or whatever. I think that's really fun for me.
It is wild. I mean, I will try to sit down and watch Fox News just to be like, I want to know what the other side is listening to. And it is like satire. I'm like, what planet is this? What exactly what are these that what are we talking about here? And then to watch the news now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
To listen to
It's
that.
it's gotten harder to raise the stakes every time. I think at one point we made a joke in a Foxsplains, uh, BLM is just MLB backwards, and then we heard a right-wing pundit repeat it a few months after. And not that they were listening to Foxsplains, but we were just that was an example of like we wrote that as a joke. That was supposed to be heightening, raising the stakes, and now actually meeting us where we are. So it's gotten wilder and wilder. And actually, it's been kind of an interesting journey doing Fox Plains now with this second Trump administration, because during Biden, they would fixate on something that was this wild conspiracy theory and just loaded with paranoia. And they're trying to do this to us and they're trying to do that. And now it's very like state TV. Now they're justifying the choices and the behavior and they're thrilled about it. So it's still a manic energy, but they're sort of doubling down on he's doing everything right. Don't pay attention to your lying eyes. That's not the truth. It's great. We've never been better. So definitely a different phase of it.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine the material that you have to work with now is plentiful.
That is the silver lining in all of this. At least comedically, there's endless material. Yeah.
I do you did the show did win an Emmy last year. Um, where do you keep it?
I have it. I wasn't trying to put it totally on display, but I do have it up on my bookshelf
Oh,
up there. Yeah. And yeah, sometimes I like to have it just right at the entrance of the apartment so that when people come in, they're greeted with it. They know what's up. It's a real asserting my dominance kind of thing. This? Oh, that's so embarrassing. I just left it out for everyone to see. Oh, yes. Well, we did win last year.
I mean, it's a sign of the times, though. It is like you're so needed, and so loved that it's just like I said, it's just to me, it's like a beacon of light in a world that often feels dim. And I'm like, oh, Desi.
Oh, that's so much. Thank you for saying that. Really, truly. I will store this away and think about it as we're trying to dig through the depressing stories next week.
Okay. So I do want to ask you, there was a question that was going through my mind as I was thinking about group chats or group text.
Uh-huh.
I was
Yes.
wondering if you at The Daily Show could add Donald Trump to a group chat, what would the topic be?
Oh, what would the topic be? Oh, that's so good. That's great. Uh, I don't know that it would matter because I think he would redirect it back to himself. I think the topic could be literally anything, and he would be like, it could be, you know, uh, probiotics, and he'd be like, probiotics love me. Probiotics can't get enough of me. I love he would just, it could be literally anything, and he would turn it back on himself. So that could be actually a fun game to try to toss out conversation about anything other than him and just see how many exchanges it takes for him to redirect it back to him. He is excellent at that. He is an excellent marketer and branding guy. He knows what he's doing when it comes to that.
Absolutely. Do you have a dream interview?
Okay, this is not political, so I hate to disappoint all the politic heads out there, but Carol Burnett would be my dream guest. I just love her. She's the whole reason I wanted to get into comedy. My dad and I used to watch, he would show me old episodes of the Carol Burnett show. So we would watch that and laugh and wait for them to crack up. And Annie was my favorite movie growing up, and I think every child watched Annie and wanted to be Annie. And I watched and I was like, who's the drunk funny lady? I want to do what she's doing. That looks like fun. She's the one having all the fun. Oh God, I adore her. Yeah, there's no one like her. So she would probably be the dream guest.
She should be on the Daily Show. I feel like we should.
How to make this happen?
It's a
I
good
would go to her. I'll go to her. I'll go to California. Put me on a plane, baby.
Yes. Okay, so where do you see, I mean, I know it's kind of like a broad question, but we're in for it now, like the next 4 years. Where do you see where do you see us going, and like how do you think that it's going to evolve the Daily Show?
I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I had a great answer for that. We are so in the thick of it. And I think, we work all year round. We get little hiatuses here and there, but we're pretty much a year-round show. We're doing 4 shows a week. And so we're just trying to keep up with the news cycle as best as we can, process it as quickly and effectively as we can, and find the funny. And so we're honestly just taking it day by day. Yeah, I think that's all that we can do at this point. But we've always done that. Been on for decades, and John instilled a particular DNA in the show, and that's to, speak the truth, be as honest as you can be as funny as you can be, and as insightful as you can, and just try to give catharsis where it's needed. And so that's what we're in for. That's what we're doing right now, and we hope we get to keep doing it.
You are incredible. I just
Oh,
love you so much, and I'm really glad we got to hang out today. I-
oh, me too. I love you right back.
Come
Thank
to
you. I really
California.
appreciate it. Yes, I will.
Come on out. We'll go to it. We'll go to a Dr. Pimple Popper party. It'll be great.
Dr. Pimple Popper, and then we'll track down Carol Burnett somehow. If we can make those two things happen.
It's a plan.
Oh, it's so good to meet you. Thank you so much.
Desi, thank you so much. We'll talk soon.